Before you scroll, ask yourself this: why did they call you the black sheep? Was it because you failed them? Or because you refused to play a role that would kill your soul? Families are living myths. Every tribe hands out masks: hero, helper, peacemaker. You were given the mask that holds the shadow, the heat no one else would touch. If that line stings, good. It means your truth just woke up. Stay with me, because what you've been punished for isn't a flaw. It's an initiation. From the beginning, you sensed the ache of being outside the circle. You watched faces for clues, measured your words, and learned the choreography of belonging. You tried to make yourself smaller, softer, simpler. You bent your light so it would not blind anyone. When that failed, you put on a smile that did not belong to you. That smile was a survival tool. It let you pass at the family table without choking on your truth. But your body remembered. Your nervous system remembered. Your dreams remembered and called you back at night. Why does a family choose a scapegoat in the first place? Because every group, like every person, has a bright face and a hidden one. The bright face says, "We are fine, we are normal, we are loving." The hidden face carries anger, fear, envy, and grief. When a family cannot admit the hidden side, it needs a container. It needs a person to absorb the tension and mirror back what the group denies. Sensitive children are often chosen because you register the temperature of the room before anyone else does. You became the early warning system and then the target, so you learn two kinds of pain. The first is the pain of being cast out. The second is the pain of casting yourself out so you can remain in. The first pain is loneliness. The second pain is betrayal of the self. Many of us tried the second path first. We trimmed our truth into the size of approval. We nodded when we wanted to scream. We performed the role of the agreeable one, the quiet one, the one who does not make trouble. It worked for a while, but the body keeps the contract. Symptoms appear, sleep thins, joy dulls. A heavy fog settles over ordinary days. The price of staying acceptable becomes too high. Being the black sheep is not a character flaw. It is an initiatory path. Initiation always begins with separation. The village sends the young person to the forest. The familiar gods stop answering. Old words lose their flavor. You descend into the underworld of silence, where no one claps for you, where you become a stranger even to yourself. That descent hurts. It can feel like failure, but in the language of the soul, dissent is how we find what is ours to carry. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. Here is the paradox. The same family that rejected your difference needs that difference to heal. The qualities that were mocked or dismissed are the very medicines the lineage is starving for. Clarity, empathy, courage, imagination, boundary, and truth. Because you were denied, you learned to see. Because you were pushed out, you learned to stand on your own feet. Because you could not rely on applause, you learned to consult the inner compass. All of that becomes usable gold when you decide to stop performing and start living. If you want a map, begin here. First, stop arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. The battle is not intellectual, it is mythic. You were not cast as the family's lawyer. You were cast as the awakener of your own life. Second, withdraw your audition for the role of the good one. The attempt to earn love by disappearing is a ritual oath that must be broken. Take a breath. Feel the urge to explain yourself. Let it pass like thunder. Third, choose witnesses who can hold your story without trying to edit it. One safe listener is worth 100 debates. Next, begin the interior work that no one can perform for you. Keep a dream notebook by your bed. Your dreams are letters from the underground, where your forgotten parts still live. Record images, feelings, and phrases without trying to decode them too quickly. Over time, themes will appear: doors, storms, houses, strangers. These are the language of your own depths. Invite your younger selves to the table. Ask the 4-year-old what she needed and did not receive. Ask the teenager what he had to swallow to be tolerated. Promise them both that you will not abandon them now. Practice active imagination in simple ways. Close your eyes and picture the family kitchen. Place your present self in that room. Notice where your body wants to stand. Notice who enters. Imagine saying the words you were never allowed to say, not to hurt but to be whole. That is not my shame. I will not carry your guilt. I choose truth over approval. Let the scene resolve. This is rehearsal for a new life. The nervous system learns from images as much as from events. Learn the difference between kindness and compliance. Compliance feeds the image of harmony while leaving you empty. Kindness, real kindness, includes yourself. A soft heart requires a firm back. Your no is a sentence complete. You do not owe footnotes to people who refuse to read your life with care. When guilt rises, as it will, recognize it as a relic of an invisible contract you never actually signed. I will shrink so everyone else can stay comfortable. Thank the guilt for its protective intention, and then release it like an old coat in spring. Some will call your changes rebellion. Let them. Rebellion against falsehood is devotion to reality. Others will accuse you of being dramatic. Remember that the family has been staging a drama for years, the performance of perfection. You are simply walking off the stage. Walking away is often quieter than staying. The door clicks. The sky opens. Air returns to your lungs. This journey is not only psychological, it is also spiritual in the oldest sense of the word. To become fully yourself is to enter the center, where opposites meet. Soft and strong, tender and clear, rooted and free. You are told you must choose between belonging and authenticity. That was never true. Your task is to create a new kind of belonging, one that starts inside and extends outward to people who can meet you as you are. If contact with family must continue, consider practicing 3 simple forms of boundary. The first is the time boundary. How long you will stay and when you will leave. Decide it before you arrive. The second is the topic boundary. What you will discuss and what you will not. Write a sentence you can repeat like a prayer. I am not available for that conversation. The third is the tone boundary. How you will be spoken to and how you will speak. If the tone turns cutting, you exit. No drama, no lecture, just the quiet protection of your dignity. Notice the roles in the family play. The charmer who distracts. The critic who polices. The peacemaker who pressures you to let it go. The historian who revises the past. Do not try to rewrite their parts. Rewrite yours. You are no longer the lightning rod. You are the one who puts down the rod and walks into the rain. Let the storm be the storm. Let life wash the old electricity from your hands. There is another layer to this work, the transgenerational layer. Much that you carry did not start with you. It arrived as an inheritance wrapped in silence. Mistrust, scarcity, swallowed grief, the fear of standing out. Families pass down more than names and recipes. They pass down unfinished emotions. The black sheep is often the one wide awake enough to refuse the package. Refusing is not disrespect. It is service to the living and the dead. When you heal, something behind you exhales. What does healing look like in ordinary days? It looks like small, brave choices repeated. You tell the truth kindly and then stop talking. You rest when the old pattern says you must hustle for worth. You create daily rituals that anchor your new identity. A morning walk, a paragraph in your journal. a glass of water before coffee, a hand on your own heart when shame arrives. You seek beauty on purpose, so the nervous system learns that life is not only threat, it is also color, music, animals, sunrise, and kindness you did not have to earn. Expect ambivalence. Part of you will want to run back to the old role because it is familiar. Another part will want to burn the bridge to ashes. Neither extreme is required. You can leave with dignity. You can stay with boundaries. You can do a little of both, while your inner structure strengthens. The measure is simple. Does this choice increase or decrease self-respect? Choose the option that builds respect, even if it brings temporary discomfort. If you have found yourself becoming more introverted, do not shame that instinct. Solitude is the workshop of the soul. When the external tribe withdraws, the internal tribe gathers. Intuition, creativity, courage, discernment. In quiet, you learn to hear the inner voice that was drowned out by other people's plans for you. In quiet, you discover that your worth does not depend on being understood. You may worry that stepping away means you have failed the family. Consider another reading. Perhaps the family failed you first by asking you to carry what was never yours. Perhaps your departure is the first honest act in a lineage, trained to smile over broken glass. This is not about revenge, it is about reality. Reality is the only ground on which love can grow. There will be grief. Let it come. Grief is praise for what you deserved and did not receive. Grief cleans the lens. Tears wash the eyes so you can see the road. Do not rush it. Do not camp in it. Move with it like weather. On the other side is a clear morning you could not imagine while living inside the storm. And then something surprising happens. The qualities that made you the family's problem become your life's superpowers. You trust your perceptions. You sense manipulation early. You speak with a voice that carries because it is rooted in lived experience. You become a place of refuge for others who are where you once were. You do not save them. You accompany them. You hold a lantern and say, "The path is real. Keep walking." If reconciliation is ever possible, it will be built on truth, not on you disappearing again. You can meet family as an adult who chooses what to share and what to protect. You can love without volunteering to be the altar on which the old story is sacrificed. And if reconciliation never comes, your life can still be rich, connected, creative, and good. Love is larger than bloodlines. Belonging is larger than a last name. So let me speak to the part of you that still wonders if all this effort is worth it. Yes, not because it will impress anyone, but because the world needs people who refuse to trade their souls for a chair at the wrong table. The world needs people who can carry light without needing permission. The world needs you whole. Take a breath. Place a hand on your heart. Say softly, "I release what is not mine. I return to what is." Let the body register those words. Tonight when you sleep, ask your dreams to send you one image of the self you are becoming. In the morning, draw it or write about it for 5 minutes. Small steps repeated faithfully move mountains. You were never the family's mistake. You were the family's mirror. You were never the problem. You were the possibility. The work now is to stop waiting for a verdict from the past and to become the author of the next chapter. Begin where you are. Use what you have. Take the next honest step. And remember, you are allowed to outgrow the story you were handed. You are allowed to belong to yourself first. From that belonging, real love becomes possible. Love that does not require your silence. Love that does not punish your difference. Love that can look you in the eyes and stay. If you need words to carry into your week, take these. You are not here to be the family's evidence that nothing ever changes. You are here to be the change, not a loud storm, but a steady river carving a new path through rock. Not a courtroom, but a garden, where what is true can root and bloom. Your task is not to convince. Your task is to live. When you live your truth long enough, the illusion loses its audience. One day you will sit at a table, maybe alone, maybe with people you have gathered through honesty, and you will realize that the ache has softened. You will taste your food. You will laugh without checking anyone's face. You will look back with compassion for the one who kept knocking on the wrong door, and with gratitude for the one who finally walked away. That day is not a miracle. It is the result of thousands of quiet choices that honored your soul. If you are listening to this and your heart is pounding, it means you are close to a threshold. Pause here. Feel your feet. Feel the support beneath you. You do not have to leap. You only have to take one step. Send one message to yourself that says, "I will not abandon you again." Keep that promise when the old story calls. Keep that promise when the holidays arrive. Keep that promise when someone offers you the same poisoned gift wrapped in love. Smile gently and return to your center. This is the final truth I want to leave with you. Being the black sheep was never a curse. It was a calling to consciousness. It asked you to notice what others could not, to speak what others would not, to become what the lineage needed but did not know how to name. Answer the call in your way. Make art, build boundaries, tell the truth, rest deeply, love fiercely, and when the old shame rises, remember, you were chosen by life to carry light into a room that had forgotten the sun. That is not a burden, it is a destiny, and it is worthy of your courage. When doubt returns, touch your heart and repeat, "I am allowed to be different. I am allowed to be whole. I am allowed to begin again." Walk gently, speak clearly, rest often, and keep faith with your inner light. The path is yours now, and it will hold, step by step forward.